everybody. It's Anisha Hardy. I'm the Executive Director for Alabama Values Progress. Thank you all so much for rocking with us during our IG takeover of the Groundworks Project page. And thank you to the Groundworks Project family for allowing us to take over your page and drip it with some AVP swag and sauce and introduce our team and the work that we're doing and share with your audience on how they can connect and support us. At this time, I am going to bring on the fam, the AVP family, and we are going to just wrap up this takeover together. Y'all say hey.
Hey, everybody.
So how did you all enjoy the takeover?
It was good.
Yeah. I had a blast.
Good. So much.
Yeah. I know, right? So much content, right? I think, speaking of content, I think my favorite was definitely the morning reel because I did not realize that some of us share similar morning habits, like Kiana, like you with your walk, like me hitting the gym, or like Ashlyn and Kevin making sure they have something to drink, whether it's that coffee or whether it's the tea, you know. And then Kendra, you know, I feel you on getting the kids. So no, that was. I thought it was very important for us to just give people, you know, a very organic view. And, you know, we're all working individuals and having to balance work and life. And this is us getting ready to come together as a team and do what we do, right?
Right.
So, what about y'all? What was your favorite content?
I really like those videos that we did individually. I think gave a really good glimpse at our personalities and who we are. And that's like the first opportunity that we've gotten to show the world like who we are as Team AVP. So I think that was really cool just to answer some random questions and give, you know, a little bit of insight into who we are.
Yeah, it was dope doing the morning segment. Like, you know, rarely do people get an insight as, you know, inside of your home or, you know, so I feel like it made it relatable to everybody, you know, to see. I was even brushing my teeth at one point, like, you know, it's like a back, you know, behind the scenes look. So yeah, it was dope. I liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the morning videos too, especially because you got to see behind the scenes of everyone, and I was being so nosy, like, oh, where'd she stay?
I know, right? Look, at one point, Kiana did have like a little shot, like, oh, look at the houses in the neighborhood.
Yeah. So seeing everything come together, it was really fun, and of course to be nosy. So yeah.
Definitely. And I think one thing that stuck out to me was the fact that we all have like official like routines. And I feel like it shows, you know, in our work whenever we do come to stand up in the morning. You know, everybody's already like, I could tell, you know, why Ashlyn is already dressed. I could tell why, you know, Kiana's already the way she is, Kendra, Anisha. I could see that in our morning routine. So that was pretty cool.
I know, right? Why I show up in the morning with like a hat on, like maybe a gym hat and a t-shirt. Like I just finished working out. No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think also being able to share about the work that we're doing and how people can tap in. I think that was a high point as well. And just showcasing some of the projects that we're working on in collaboration with our state partners. Because there's a lot that's going on in Alabama, right? In terms of this fight for, you know, pro-democracy, you know, values and progressive policies and voices. So there's a lot of work that we're doing here in this state. So I'm happy that we were able to showcase some of that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what is your favorite project that we're working on? Like, and it could be a project that we worked on relatively, like, you know, I guess close in the past, or something that we're working on now, or that you know we're getting ready to kick off in the future.
POL Homecoming, you know, working with the partners and actually, you know, being able to tie in art and culture and music with the advocacy work that we do. You know, a lot of times I feel like people see this type of work as something that's only for a certain group of people, or it may come off as boring to some people. And I think this event, you know, I won't give out too many hidden jewels. I'll let the people wait until till the day of. But I'm really excited about that, and to see how many people turn out and how many people we reach with this message.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing our second season of Frame It. I think we had a different frame, our podcast also. I think we had a really good first season of that, and I think that Frame It's very much my personality. Because it's very matter of factly, and I get to just call people out for doing stupid things that they do, especially our elected officials. Yeah, so we have some really good topics for season 2, from abortion to why lawmakers protect guns more than children, to talking about divisive concepts in Alabama and why the legislature hates trans kids. And my personal favorite is the fact that the legislature is disproportionately white male when they only represent 33% of this state. So
this is going to be a good season right here.
Especially for framing, because Kendra is just very a matter of fact. She's going to get you together, looking you straight in the eyes through the lens, and she's going to frame it for you. She was like, look. So I love it. I love the facts.
And if anybody missed the first season, please go back and watch it. Catch up, before season 2 comes out, because you don't want to miss it. I promise you don't want to miss it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Just from listening to Kendra, I'm excited. I want to go back and watch the first season so I can be caught up.
Yeah, it's on our social media. We, I know for sure on Facebook, you should be able to access those, or anybody else that wants to watch them.
And then, or you can just visit the Vimeo page link below. Y'all see it? Okay, yeah. But since we're talking about framing and vlogging and all that, you all know my favorite. It was a different frame. It was a whole podcast for the people, by the people. It had a whole 90s vibe to it. You all know I'm stuck there, hint with a hat. It had it was a play on my favorite show, A Different World. Okay, a different frame. Yes. For our viewers that's watching this, we use that term frame, a different frame, frame it. It's a play on media framing. And that's a communication theory that talks about how the media has the ability to frame, whether it's images, people, stories, in a way to get you to think about it in a certain way, right? So media framing and agenda setting. And in the age of misinformation and disinformation, as a comms hub, we feel that it's important for us to break those frames, to tear down those frames of misinformation and disinformation. And we do that by leveraging the power of what? Yeah, look, I know I did y'all like we in class, right?
Yeah, storytelling. You called me off guard. I was like, oh, wait, storytelling. I know this.
But we said so much. We leverage the power of culture and storytelling.
Yeah.
That's our foundation as an organization. We're a media access organization that leverages the power of visual storytelling, culture, to raise awareness, increase engagement, and mobilize people around issue advocacy and pro-democracy policies and values. That's our style. That's what we do. So I'm super excited for season 2 of A Different Frame and the guests that we will have on A Different Frame. Because our partners are doing they have so many dope projects that are going on. And so I can just imagine. I think my favorite episode was when we had Evan Milligan representing Shake the Feel and the Caregiver Road Trip. And we played, which single did we play off of the EP? Shine a Light. I think we did Shine a Light.
Shine a Light.
I think that's right.
And then we had on the hook, we had our lights on our flashlight, like we were in the concert hall.
It was exclusive because he didn't know we had it at that time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was like, drop.
A premiere. We dropped it.
World premiere. Yeah. No. So look, y'all be sure to check out the EP. It's out on all streaming networks. You can see it below. There it is. Boom. We just dropping. I'm just plugging everybody. So be sure to check it out. So anyway, Kiana, I know you are new to the team. And you're like, man, y'all had a busy I guess, last year, season. And people don't realize that we're just over a year old. Like literally, if we were in human form as an organization, we'll just be learning to walk, and we out here running, y'all.
Yeah.
That was a good analogy.
Not just running, we
A
sprint.
whole marathon.
Yeah.
Look, you gotta put in the work, right?
Yeah.
We out here running, right? Kiana, like I know you're actually the newest member on the team. You've been with us what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, this is my second week now.
Yes, 2 weeks. You get paid Friday. I know, right? Watch this. So yeah, but no, and Kendra always teased me and say, "You just throw people in there into the fire." But no, but you've been here. You've been with us 2 weeks, and you've been on several meetings with partners, and you and I have been in conversation. You've been working with the staff. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to as being like, the senior digital organizer for AVP? What are some of the things that you're looking forward to?
Being in this space, because my background, still I'm out here in Georgia, it had a lot of involvement with community organizing, especially in like the metro Atlanta area. I was at Georgia State, and a lot of that framework was in Black studies there too. So it's really just like kind of moving the work over. And I think when I was considering the projects that are upcoming now, the collaborative project with the Faith and Works Collective on Black Church Voter Project, I thought that was really unique because of, with Alabama being so central with the civil rights movement, a lot of people have kind of forgotten the role that the Black church has kind of played in mobilizing around the community. So I think that's really, really unique, and I'm excited on looking at that. And then also with the digital fellowship, I was a little nervous, like, wow, we're gonna launch this. But I think it's just another way of looking at maybe taking on a leadership role and now kind of introducing some of this material to people that may not be familiar with. So with a lot of different boards, I've seen a lot of progressive friendly and democratic friendly kind of boards that also share some of the same values that AVP does as well. So different progressive data and job boards and so on, they share a lot of the same things as far as centering, marginalized everyday working class people into the work that we're doing. So I'm really excited about not only just working here, but then sharing some of that information with other folks in Alabama. So I'm also just really, really excited about exploring the state. And then, like I always have been hitting on so far, it's something very special about reconnecting back with the South for some reason, just because of, the history with the South and, it being very turbulent here, but it's still very beautiful. And I think a lot of people have just decided to, turn their backs on the South, especially with certain states. So I just kind of look at it as, this isn't something we should just give up on so quickly. So I really do admire the fight that AVP is participating in right now.
Awesome. And thank you so much for coming on board and joining us in this fight. You mentioned something when you were talking about your background. And as I was sitting looking at the up close and, personal with like videos that we were doing, and I was just thinking about, we all have these different titles, but we have skills that intersect with each other. Right, that intersect. So we can really, when people look at what we do, and it's like, oh my gosh, you all are just a staff of 5, but it's like, yeah, but we kind of all can share, we share skill sets. So if we need to all put our energy, for example, like in this takeover in curating content, then we'll do that. So I would love for everyone to just take a moment and just think about, what skills do you have that that operates outside of your official job title that you use within the organization. What about you, Kendra?
Graphic design skills, because I'm the media strategist, but I do a lot of content curation for like social media and stuff, or I have been. I guess I might not be doing it as much since we got Kiana. So that's like one of the main things, and I guess I've learned to do some video too, because somebody made me do reels last week when we were away at a meeting.
Oh yeah, in Albuquerque. Oh my goodness. What about you, Kevin?
Journalism. Like me and Kendra has had plenty of, sessions where I would be doing design and she would be writing, and then we would just switch it up, So I would be writing before I know it, and before she knows it, she'll be, designing something. So journalism. Yeah.
What about you, Ashlyn? The second newest to the team.
I would say just my natural creativity. Of course, whenever Kendra or Kevin can't design something because they have a lot on their plate or they're doing other things, it doesn't, I'm not saying I'm an expert. I can, serve as their backup and just creative ideas that I can bring to the table, because I'm always doing something within my house. I'm always creating, painting something. And so that sometimes overflows into work, which is great because we're even getting ready to move into our new office. So I've been able to pour some creativity into that project. So it's been very, very fun to be able to combine work and a personal hobby.
Yeah, and we definitely appreciate your creative mind too.
Yes.
That out there.
Yes. And Kiana, I know you're 2 weeks old, barely holding your neck up, right? Still on the ball, no. But what are some skills that you see that you'll be able to use, that are outside of your traditional job title?
So typically what's been interesting is that I wasn't super social media heavy before working in the role. And I'm sure you see me already, I'm always writing and taking notes down. I'm very like a pencil and paper type of person. So I think that allows me to have a certain kind of organizational skill. Like I just doing outside research and still using my note-taking skills, and then I translate it to Asana later. I don't know, I'm just old-fashioned with writing everything down first in my notebook, and
you
then
ain't Kevin.
Yeah. So I find that to still really be super helpful for me.
Awesome. Let's see. I was just thinking, so as executive director, and I always tell people, what makes a great leader is not someone that can do everything, but someone that has the humility, the wisdom, the skills to allow those who come in with the skill set, to do it, or to, identify and appoint those. So definitely don't want to say that, I can do it all. But I think because this is a comms hub and because comms and media is my background, I would like to think that a lot of my skills can intersect with each of you, whether it be Kendra, media and PR, you and I, it started out with just you and I. So we were the media team for a while. Kevin, today I was on your team. We were creating content all day. Yes. And Ashlyn, when stood up the organization, was definitely on your team, trying to come up with processes and identifying systems and platforms that centralize our workflow. But now I have you who can review those things, make recommendations and further build on that. And then Kiana, yes, digital organizing. My research, prior to joining AVP, a lot of my research dealt with the intersection of media, culture, and public opinion. And I remember writing a paper looking at the rise of hashtag politics, right? Whether it be digital organizing through Twitter and how information spreads, whether it's disinformation or misinformation. So I'm super excited to have all of you all on team, because each of you are fully operating in areas that that I've dabbled in at some point within my career in communication. So on that note, because we don't want to hold people hostage, we are approaching almost 30 minutes. This is getting ready to be like a whole episode on prime time. On that note, I want to say thank you to everyone that's watching, especially if you started watching this from the beginning and you're still here. Thank you. That means you really, really rock with us. I encourage you, if you're not already, follow us on all social platforms at Alabama Values Progress. Visit the website at www.alabamavaluesprogress.org. And just to support, to learn more about what we're doing, what our partners are doing. Please check out and follow our latest initiative, powerontheline.org. This is a movement ahead of the Milligan versus Merrill case, which is going to be a landmark case. This case is going to have huge ramifications on voting rights. The Voting Rights Act, federal voting rights protection. As you all know, voting, that's our voice, right? We have to protect that. So please visit powerontheline.org and sign up on the mailing list, to just join that movement and find out about the events and happenings around that. So at this time, I'm going to sign off. Team, do you all have any last words?
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.
Bye.